All right. Hello. All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. It says it's working, so we shall see. Take a minute to share this out. Let me know what if you guys can hear me all right. Starting a few minutes early today. As you can tell, not in my normal area. JJ, what's up, brother? Can you hear me over there on the gram? Just give me a thumbs up if you can. Get this party started here. Just a minute or two. So let's see here. I can. All right, good. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. And it might be a little spotty because I'm at a coffee shop. So I'm going to try to get through this today the best I can. Probably won't be too long of a show. Yeah, I already forgot what I was going to say. We are in, month of Thanksgiving, right? You guys seen post yesterday. If you guys missed it, I posted Thanksgiving video, what it is that you're thankful for. I challenged everybody this month to on Thursdays to do a Thankful Thursday and share with us what it is that you're thankful for. So I did that yesterday. I'm thankful for all of you guys being here. Thankful for all the shows at Heroes Media Group. Make sure you go check them out. You can go to heroesmediagroup.com to check out all the shows that we have over there. New stuff coming in 2026. I've been working diligently, even though most of you think I'm just a guy that travels a lot. Partially true. However, I am working behind the scenes, and we've got almost stuff booked out to the end of the first quarter and into quarter two of 2026. So pretty excited about that. A lot of cool things coming up that we'll be sharing here next month in December as we wind down 2025. So again, if you're watching this, please go check out all the shows, heroesmediagroup.com. Excuse me. So this week, as you can tell, I'm up in northern Wisconsin on my annual hunting trip. I come up here this time of year. And it's not just the hunting side of it. It's family. I got to see my grandparents yesterday and spend some quality time with them. They're in their 90s, mid-90s. And I'm thankful that I have that opportunity to do that. At the same time, I took a bunch of calls yesterday from HMG family members. We also did our Maker's Machine yesterday. And if you're not familiar with what Maker's Machine is, if you're a business owner or somebody that's looking into, being a part of a community, kind of an accountability partners, if you will, look into Maker's Machine. Just send me you can email me at, let's see here, where I got it. Right there below. Media at Heroes Media GRP. Send me an email there and let me know that you're interested in finding out what the Maker's Machine is all about. Just in the subject line, put Maker's Machine, and one of us will reach out. Myself or Shay will reach out to you and share more of those details. I'll invite you in on a meeting. We meet once a week on Thursdays, 3 p.m. Eastern time. So let's go ahead and get started because this place is starting to fill up, and some of the topics I want to talk about are going to be interesting, I think. What do we have here? Oh, dude, I love it. JJ, awesome. Eric Shaw, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Happy 26th birthday. I saw the post, man. You ain't lying. JJ, let's talk then. Shoot me a text message later, JJ, and we'll get you into the group and whatnot, man. That'd be great. Who else we got here? Morning. How you guys doing? Appreciate you guys jumping on. See some people over at the LinkedIn, a couple people on the Facebook. Appreciate you guys jumping on this morning. So let's dive into this a little bit. I want to talk about something that's been pretty controversial this week. Some politicians urged military members to refuse illegal orders in a viral video. This came out earlier on Tuesday this week. A group of Democratic lawmakers with military and intelligence background released a video Tuesday urging service members to refuse illegal orders. But I should note that in that, it doesn't necessarily say what those illegal orders are, right? So bear with me, guys. I got one small screen here. So Slotkin and her colleagues have spent recent weeks introducing legislation to limit President Trump's ability to deploy National Guard members domestically or launch military action against narco-terrorists without congressional approval. Again, the video never specifies what those unlawful orders might be. So I'm kind of curious of what your guys' thoughts are on this, because I'm kind of torn in between the two. Like, yeah, sure, we're not supposed to follow unlawful orders. What are those unlawful orders? Ken, good morning, brother. I appreciate you jumping on. So what are these unlawful orders? What does the USMC or USMC, the Military Code of Military Justice say? UCMJ say? What does it state? So how do you dictate? There's two sides of what I see. The National Guard side, I want to address that real quick. Congress wants to make it to where, or these Democrats want to make it where Congress has to approve National Guard going into cities and whatnot. Part of me agrees with that only because the Guard is through the state, so the state's got to approve that. Now, that said, let's flip the script for a second. If you look at where the National Guard has been deployed here on what cities? Los Angeles, Chicago. Let me see if I have the other city here. And Portland. Okay. Portland, Los Angeles, and Chicago. All cities that have a lot of violent crime, and the state's not doing anything to help, in my opinion. So you could argue the fact that the federal government's coming in to ask the Guard, order the Guard to go in to those cities to help crack down on crime. The problem, again, with that, though, is then where do you draw the line on, where it starts to become martial law later on? And that, because this administration isn't going to be in office always. So, Ken, yeah, and again, here's the thing. I get trying to figure out how to word this. I get them saying military members should not or should refuse illegal orders. But if you're going to make a statement like that, I think you should give examples of what those, quote, illegal orders are. So another thing that was said in this particular article was Slotkin's No Troops in Our Streets Act, detailed in a November 13th release, would give Congress the power to block National Guard deployments inside American cities. That tells me that there's now you're giving too much power to the federal government on blocking. If the state wants to do something and the federal government comes in and blocks it, and you know what I mean? It's almost like a back and forth. This is why I haven't covered any news topics in the last month, because of dumb ish like this. Representative Jason Crow out of Colorado simultaneously introduced a War Powers Continuing resolution on Tuesday to block the president from ordering strikes on drug traffickers in the Caribbean, actions Crow describes in a release as unauthorized and illegal. All right, so help me understand this. So they don't want to strike drug traffickers that are coming here to the United States. Is that my understanding? If I'm wrong, please tell me. I'm trying to understand this. This is me asking you guys, the viewers, when Representative Jason Crow, Democrat out of Colorado, when he introduced the War Powers Continuing resolution on Tuesday, he's blocking, that is so they can block drug traffickers in the Caribbean. Rob, good morning to you. Appreciate you jumping on. So, again, this is one of those things where, okay, and I don't think we're getting the full story on that, but everybody saw that there's been a lot of things happening in the Caribbean. We've got a big fleet. The Navy's got a big fleet down there right now with potential launches on Venezuela. You have blowing up drug trafficking boats and stuff like that. So should we just leave them and then have them come to the U.S. and offload the drugs? Is that what we're trying? Is that the message we're trying to say? It can. I agree with you. And then we got to get with the JAG officers and find out what JAG says about it. And then at the same time, I think we make it public of what those quote unlawful orders would be. So it's interesting nonetheless to see what's going on. Unlawful, and then I told you I'm getting looks right now because I'm in a it's a lot of people around here that don't necessarily agree, or if you talk about something, they find a reason to just disagree with you. It's absolutely amazing. Anyway, I think what's going on with there's a lot going on in the military right now. So that's just one. The refusal of orders. I think they call that treason to an extent. But again, I'm not saying that's what it is, because they didn't specify what those unlawful orders are. I would love to get a JAG officer on here. If there's anybody in JAG that watches this, or anybody that watching this that knows somebody that's in JAG, I'd love to hear their take on this, because this is, are we starting to weaponize the military against? No, that's the wrong way to say that. It just seems like we're using the military as an excuse and as pawns. Ken, I didn't read your full statement because I'm not either. Next up, moving on. Army leaders ordered to check in daily with soldiers over the holidays. How do you guys feel about this? Soldiers in the Army will receive a check-in from their leadership every day during the holiday season to combat suicide and self-harm. What I see happening here is a lot of missed calls. Now, I say that kind of jokingly. Suicide and self-harm, very serious topics. So let's address that real quick. But shouldn't my thing with this is, shouldn't we be doing check-ins anyway? And every day, I mean, how many of you want your leadership to be calling you every single day on your holiday break to check in? More importantly, how many of those people know that that's coming and they're not going to answer the call? So is this kind of a, I think as any good leader, I think is going to check on their troops, or at least the troops that they know that are having issues. They're going to check on them throughout the holiday break anyway. Do they need to do it every single day? I'm not here to make that argument. I'm just find it very interesting that was the route that the Army decided to take. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Rob, turn the phone off. Turn the phone off. That's probably let's be honest, guys. That's probably what's going to end up happening. I mean, if I'm going on break, the last thing I want is my boss calling me every single day. Hey, where are you? What are you doing? You okay? Good. Next day. Hey, where are you? What are you doing? Are you okay? Good. I mean, I get it. You're trying to crack down on the suicide rate and people self-harming themselves, but yeah, I don't know. That's anyway. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? All right, here's another one. Democratic Al Green. I thought Al Green was a singer. Yeah, I really thought Al Green was a singer. Says privilege status will force House consideration of impeachment articles within 2 legislative days. So here we go again. Al Green, from a Democrat out of Texas, is filing for impeachment against President Trump for the 5th time. The House of Representatives have impeached President Trump twice before, once in 2019 over abuse of power, and again in 2021 for inciting an insurrection. Both cases, the U.S. Senate voted to dismiss the charges. When asked if he believed that the most recent impeachment attempt would reflect poorly on Jeffries and Schumer if they failed to support the measure, Green dodged the question and said as many as 80 members have supported his efforts in the past. You think there comes a time where you've been playing the game for so long and that it's changed and that maybe it's time to just retire? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Christine, what's up, sis? How you doing this morning? So a lot going on in the news, and like I said, it's the first time I've covered really any news topics in the last couple of weeks. David, there he is. Good morning, David. David, go back, watch the beginning of this because I'm really curious on your thoughts on the where to begin? The refusal of illegal orders to start, and then the Army leaders doing daily checks over their soldiers over holiday break. So what are you guys' thoughts? Yeah. So I know there's a delay in this as I do this, so leave comments as you can. I'm going to keep this one short today, guys. But there's a couple other things I saw those news articles and those topics, and I just thought it was pretty interesting, the fact that it's holiday season is upon us, right? Thanksgiving's next week. We're not going to do a show next week because of Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Those of you that decide to go out and do all that Black Friday stuff, bless you. Good luck. I don't partake in that, in any of that. We'll be back in the home office that first week of December, and we're going to start next month. We're going to start wrapping up 2025 with some stuff. And then we got Army-Navy game on December 13th. We got Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day, December 7th, right? Rob, hunting. Yep, hunting up here for all you hunters out there. It is hunting season, or I like to call grocery shopping season for me. Hunting rifle season up here in Wisconsin starts tomorrow. So best of luck to all you hunters out there. Be safe. Make sure you know your hunter safety and know what you're shooting at. A lot of accidents happen. Be safe as you're getting in and out of your stands. And what have you. Relatively warm. I mean, it was 29 this morning. That's certainly not warm, but the high today is 51. So it's going to be an interesting year yet again. Again, season of Thanksgiving. I want to thank each and every one of you that come in here week in and week out. We've got some news shows coming up in 2026. We've got some events coming up that we're going to be at. Yours truly, I'll be speaking at PodFest in Orlando, Florida in January. If you're a podcaster, this is the event that you want to go to. World's largest podcasting event in the world. It's awesome. Rich, there he is. What's up, brother? How you doing? Appreciate you jumping on. That's what I say, January, and then in April in Arlington, Texas, April 16th, 17th, 18th, we're doing Military Creator Con. It's the first one that we're doing. I'm proud to be part of the team that's putting this event together in Arlington, Texas in April. If you're a military member, a spouse, or a veteran, and you have a podcast, you're an author, you're a metal worker, you a publicist, if you create something, this is the event you want to go to. And I'm going to start promoting a lot more of that as well. But if you go to militarycreatorcon.com, you can sign up. They're already selling a bunch of tickets for it, so that'd be great. Again, go check out our shows over at Heroes Media Group. We just got a great group of show, and I'm so thankful for the people that have come in and been a part of it this year, because this year we've grown a lot. We've had 13 new shows join us this year, and it's been awesome. Yeah, well, David, that's good. I like that. Yeah. I'm going to talk just a couple shows real quick. Mine in particular is with yours truly, the Decision Hour. I got a good friend of mine, Sarah Nichols. She's a PhD. She's down in Tampa, Florida. And we talk about mental health. And she's got we're drawing on her background in the military family and clinical work with service members. She explains how evidence-based therapies help veterans process trauma, reduce symptoms, and rebuild daily functioning. Some of the things that you're going to learn in this episode of the Decision Hour is path and purpose, how military upbringing shaped Dr. Nichols' mission to serve veterans, PTSD and MST 101, what these diagnoses mean, common misconceptions, and how to talk about them, and a slew of other things. So I was thankful that she came on. She Bird the Vibe, new episode this week. Go check that out. We got Vet SOS. Sean, Vet SOS is one of the newer shows on the network, and they do several shows a week. And what he's created over there, now a nonprofit organization as well. Sean's doing a fantastic job with those shows over there, and we're blessed to have him on. Double S Podcast, Gene Campbell. You guys see him sit in on Friday morning sometime when I'm covered down for me. Double S Podcast, and there's going to be some changes there coming up in 2026, but a lot of great stuff there. You go check that out. That's on Sunday nights. The Disgruntled PM. Trevor's got a new show up this week. Again, I'm just going to go through these real quick, guys. You can see all these shows, heroesmediagroup.com. Speak Up, Show Up, Lead with our man JJ Hari. He's on the Instagram a little bit earlier. He's doing a fantastic job with his stuff over there. Keep It Spiritually Simple with Sandra McEllis. She's got some new stuff out. Faith, Valor, Growth. United States Marine Corps veteran Dominic Licata is the host of that show. Big on faith and how he's found God. And talks about veteran issues as well as real estate. Very cool there. The Strategic Veteran. keep your eye on the strategic veteran, Adam Peters. Had a long, lengthy conversation with him yesterday. We got some new stuff coming in 2026 that you're not going to want to miss. You're definitely going to want to meet. You don't want to miss. Homefront Sit Rep podcast, Sunday, Monday nights. This week, though, they did their tip of the spear roundtable. And they do it the last Wednesday of every month. And David Willis, who's put this together over this past year, has just been a fascinating job with it, and he's done very well with it. So shout out to David. JMac podcast. Josh, who's down there in Arizona, he's also puts together these groups called the Sandbox. And if you're ever down in the Phoenix metropolitan area, check out for the Sandbox events. Worth going to. He's got a lot of resources for veterans down there. Senior Living Guide. There's some of us on here watching right now that need to listen to Senior Living Guide probably on a weekly basis. I'm not going to point out or say those names because you know who you are. Myself included, I'm sure. But I think out of the ones that I'm talking about, I think I'm the youngest. I'm just going to say that. SeniorLivingGuide.com. Make sure you go check that out. Patriots Inside the Wire every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. She got some new stuff coming up, and she was out at the CMA Awards here recently. So go check her out. She's a Gold Star mother. Tracy Laporte, good gal. Arms Room, they got some stuff coming up right there in Arizona. They've got some training coming up in northern Arizona. Go check them out. The Arms Room show, they do a new one every Monday at 2 a.m. Ken, you feeling Ken, why are you feeling Josh? I didn't say any names. But if it hit close to home, I'm not sure what to tell you, buddy. Listen, I'm going to do what the Army is doing over the holiday season. I'm going to call and check on you, okay? I'm going to call and check on you. That's what I'm doing. Misfit Nation podcast. They got 3 shows each week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You got the Tuesday crew, and then on Wednesday, Thursday, you got Rich LaMonica. Rich was on here a bit earlier. Misfit Nation's tearing it up. They're doing some great stuff over there. Check it out. Label Free podcast, new episode. We got your 6 at 6 with the People's Patriot Project. Hey, we are up here in their neck of the woods. They're about an hour away. I'm going to try to get with Mark and Andrea this week. I got to go up into the cities. So People's Patriot Project every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Go check it out. Correction. I got a correction on the Misfit Nation podcast. Rich, thank you for that. Sunday, the Tuesday crew, and Thursday. Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I think I said Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Thank you, Rich, for that. And I will, Ken, I'll call anytime. Rich, call you too, brother. We got to get back on it, man. Other Side of the Firewall, great shows. Check them out. Pushing Back Chaos, they got some new stuff coming in 2026. Stay tuned for that. Chasing Happiness. And last but not least, Rise Up Voices from the Front Line. She's doing a new series for first responders right now. Please go check them out. You can find all the shows at heroesmediagroup.com. Make sure you go in, show these shows some love, follow them on their social platforms. Shout out to From the Farms, my tax fellow, Anthony Moriello. Forget Genetics, veteran-owned company. Jim Neary's Live Bait and Tackle, Warriors on the Water Ltd, Finn Tactical, the Freedom People, and then our sister company, HMG Beverage. Thank you for all of those companies that have showed support for HMG this year. Guys, like I said, I'm going to keep it kind of short. I know it's Friday. We got stuff going on. But here's what I want, a challenge that I'm going to put out to all you guys. First Friday of December, what topics do you guys want to talk about? Leave a message, leave a comment below, or just hit me up, send me a direct message, shoot me a text. Those of you that got my number, email. Let us know what you want us to cover the first Friday of December. I want to hear from you guys, all right? In the meantime, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I hope all of you get to spend some time off, get to go see some loved ones, eat hearty, and I can't thank you guys enough for being here each and every week and putting up with me. It means a lot to me. It really does, more than what words can say. So that being said, I'll see you not next week, but the following week, that first Friday of December. Until then, God bless you. God bless America. Thanks for being here, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you soon. Take care.